Say, hey, I'm Grandpa Eric and welcome to my garden. You know, one of the things we do in this garden is experiments. And today I want to introduce you to three of my seedlings, the Pepper Sisters. This is Ann, this is Betty, this is Carol. And these sisters, I put them in the garden 3 days ago. It's been really hot and they don't like it. But let me not get ahead of myself. We're going to take you back to where it all began. And make sure you stick around to the end for the joke of the day. We got one red one down here. And what we're going to do is let it just stay there. And as those seeds mature, at the end of the season, when that thing is really ripe and done and not even edible, then we're going to take those seeds out and save them for next year. All right, so we had that pepper plant that turned red, and you know those others got to be 12 inches long and big around as my finger, actually a little bigger. But that was the first one that turned red. So I let it dry. I dried the seeds. We got seeds in there. And then I took those dried seeds after about 2 weeks and I hydrated them and I planted 6 seeds in this cup. And 3 of them came up. I planted them on October the 30th. And here we are on November the 29th. This is 1 month in, and they're looking pretty good. Now these are just some old raggedy pots. Got good drainage in them though. They're for growing. And we're going to take these pepper plants out and repot them. I'll show you how to do that. Today is the 27th of December. And so that's almost 2 months. And now we're going to repot them. And normally I'll pot them in some small pots, but because these are starting a little early and I want them to get pretty big, I'm going to use some little bigger pots this time. And we're going to show you how to repot these things and follow their growth and see if we can't get some more peppers that are 12 inches long. All right, I'm just going to scoop these up, fill them almost up with soil. Pretty full, pretty full. Put them in there. Now, I'm going to take these pepper plants like this, and I'm just going to squeeze those boys out and just let them lay in that soil. Pull them right on out of there like that, and I'm going to take one, divide them up, just let those roots come out. 1, nice one, 2, and 3. Now you'll notice that this didn't have any holes in it, but I didn't give it too much water, so it'll be all right. Now here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to poke a hole in there, deep hole with my finger, just a hole down the center with my finger. Put that root down in there, pretty good. Press it down, and even though I filled it up, you see it's not full now, so I got some more soil in here that just came off of them, and I'm going to press them down. Press them. That's one. Press it right around the base of the stem there. Let's do it again. Now this is a nice one. This is real healthy. I might have to break some of those leaves off the bottom. I probably will. Nice root. Push it. Let it fall in that hole. And I'm going to push it into the hole now. Like that. Around the stem. And now I'm going to take some soil out of here and I'm going to put it in. And I'm just going to fill it up like this. Shake it around. And as I told you, I was going to have to take those 2 bottom leaves off. So there they are. They come out. And stand it up straight. We've got a pepper there. Let's do it one last time. Punch a hole in there like that. Leave a hole. Take that root. Drop that whole root in there. I hope you could see that. Press it down and push it in the center. And now I'm just going to press around the base of the stem. I don't have to even put too much more in there. And we're going to give it some water. And actually, I'm going to put about a quarter strength, I mean, just a little bit of liquid fertilizer in there. You know, the liquid fertilizer is like fast food for them. Doesn't last that long, but it'll give them a little shot and a little boost and get them going. There we go. We got our 3 peppers repotted, and we're going to follow those until we put them in the garden and see if we can't grow some more peppers. We can grow some more peppers now. These 3 plants came out of the same pot, and I repotted them, and one is tall, one is medium, and even has some peppers that are trying to grow, and this one is just a runt and stunted. So what I did was, when I made that rice and brown sugar or raw sugar for the orchid, I just poured some of that brown sugar in this baby, and we're going to see what it does. All right, here's Ann, and it's time to prune her and see if we can't help her increase her yield and make her a lot more bushy. So we're going to cut her off like that. It looks like we cut off a lot of good stuff there, but look at all of these little leaves that want to grow, and we're going to make it real bushy for us. All right, here's the girls. And she looks good. All those little leaves are growing, and she's going to be bushy. Betty here, Betty even grew a pepper for us here on the windowsill. And Carol has really responded to that rice and brown sugar water. That thing looks bad now, doesn't it? But you heard that expression. If it doesn't kill you, it'll make you stronger. That's the same thing true. Plants, you know. Everything wants to live, including plants. They'll do their best. They'll do their part if we do ours. So we're going to feed it. We're going to give it some water. We're going to give it a good, fertile home. Hydrate it. Remember, that's the big sister, the middle sister, and Cinderella here, the little sister. Nobody did anything for her. But we'll see. We're going to help her. I'm going to cut these little blossoms off too. See if we can help her grow some more. We're going to make her push something out. Good. All right, girls. You're almost on your own. Let's see. That's that one. That's that one. And that's that one. So we'll know what we got. And I'll come back and label them for you. All right, here's the girls. Ann is doing real well. She's growing out, and it's time to do a little bit more pruning for her. Here, poor Betty is still struggling, but I think we're going to be able to save her and see what we can get from her. And look how Carol has responded to that rice and brown sugar water. Haven't pruned her or nothing. Well, I put these girls in the garden 3 days ago. It's been really hot and they don't like it. And the experiment is going to be the difference in the pruning that we do and the fertilizers that we use. We're going to follow them all the way through the season and see how many peppers each one of them will give us. But make sure you stick around to the end for the joke of the day. But remember, the joke of the day is not for children. Two guys sitting on the back porch drinking a beer. The buddy says, "You know, I notice you always call your wife honey, darling, sweetheart. Well, why do you keep doing that? I mean, you've been married 40 years. Why is that important to you?" Well, I forgot her name years ago and I'm scared to ask her what it is. I'm scared of her. Subscribe so you can follow the sisters all the way through the season. And my new book on cucumbers is on Amazon KDP now. Make sure you check that out. So thanks for joining me in the garden. Hope you'll come back soon. And remember, keep growing love.